Hello and welcome to another Terminal Business Velocity video. In this one, we're going to show the power of OLAP cubes, which resemble drastically Excel spreadsheets, but with an incredible power for analyzing the information contained within. Let's take, for instance, this report that shows all service reports for a period of time done against multiple business units and locations. Well, perhaps I want to actually have a perspective from the sites themselves, see what's happening from one site to another. So I could actually put my business unit up there, or company, and the locations, which are the different sites. And now I've actually, if we collapse this, we can see that I have all my individual locations and sites. And you can see I have here within this Port Hill housing, I have Residence East and Residence West. And if I open each up, I now see the actual service performed and on what equipment for what period of time. And I actually have access to the actual service reports, which, as we know, will give me access to all the documents attached to those and so on. Let's say for the purpose of analyzing this information, I really care about generators. I don't care about the other type of equipment. I'm looking at generators and what's been done and how my preventive maintenance plan is working for generators. So let's go and filter down now and say all I want are these generators. Okay, so now we see we have 81 jobs that were performed during this period on generators. If we wanted to know how many for each site, we could actually add our little group footers and add a little count there. And now I can see that the entity ID 0003 has a total of 4 jobs on generators that were performed. The Residence East had 2 jobs, preventive maintenance in Q1 and a preventive maintenance in Q2. And so did Residence West. So now I know that, okay, so my program is on track for the year. I had my 2 first quarter preventive maintenance audit. And in these cases, it doesn't seem like there were any repairs. Okay, well, let's take a look. It says there are 81 in there. I can actually filter it down or even group it by service type, if I so desired. But basically, out of the 81, I'd like to know how many were repair, an emergency repair, a routine repair, repair tasking, or an urgent repair. So basically, anything outside of preventive maintenance. So I will select those. And we can see there were 20. So out of the 81 visits, 61 were preventive maintenance type visits, while 20 were services. So we got a ratio of about 3 to 1 on PMs versus repair services. Can we do better than that? Well, let's take a look at what the repair services are. So let's just expand the actions here, and we're going to expand all in here. And we have routine repairs is one thing. That's basically the routine repairs will be things that we've identified most likely during a preventive maintenance visit, and we converted it into a routine repair. We said we recommend there's a leak there, let's fix that, and so on. So a routine repair is very different than an emergency repair or things like that, because basically I saved the dramatic cost associated with an emergency repair by identifying that during the PM program. So let's see let's split those up now. Let's bring back this. Let's say I don't care about the location or this, but I do want the service type grouped together. So what did I have? I had routine and urgent. Okay, let's expand those to see what ratio we had. I had 2 urgent repairs. Let's go and add our little footers in there. I got my down to the bottom here. Okay, and we want a count on this, and basically 18 to 2. I could go and further analyze this information to find out why those 2 urgent repairs actually occurred and what was due to it, and find out perhaps if those could have been solved during preventive maintenance. But what I've done is out of the 81 services in that period to that equipment, within a few seconds, I've located the two credible pieces of data, these two records here, that I may want to look in further to find out if those were things that could have been prevented during the preventive maintenance or could have been identified and done under, a lesser type of repair that is usually less costly. The emergency repair most likely means that something went down. Heat stopped, the power was cut out, or something like that, which is more drastic and more dramatic event. So this way, when I'm looking at this program, I'm saying this program overall seems to be doing great. But I would have to go and take a look at each one of these actual services to find out what was really done. It was emitting black smoke, irregular operation during the power transfer. So that was something perhaps we should test power transfer while we're doing preventive maintenance to see if there could be an issue with that and adjust our preventive maintenance plan based on that. Of course, all of these reports, once generated and filtered down, if you want, you can simply click the Export to Excel, which will actually take all of this data and put it exactly the same way into an Excel spreadsheet.